welcome back to Fallout 2. We are still in the den at the moment. We've just actually got back to the den from Klamath. The reason that we've come back here, a couple of things we need to do. We will first go and see Vic at the Slavers Guild. If you remember last episode, he mentioned there was a radio back in his hut in Klamath that we needed to pick up. That is that radio there. This is Vic's radio. As you can also see, we've got some gecko pelts in there. I went to the area south of Klamath and dispatched some of the geckos that were living down there, so we've now got their skins, which is great. So, yep, can you use this radio? Great, I'll have the radio fixed in no time. Okay, I'll talk to Metzger. He's starting to piss me off. What the hell do you want now? About Vic? Why are you keeping him here? He's finally gotten that damn radio to work, but it doesn't mean I'm going to let him off that easy. Right. Maybe some money might help clear things up. So he says that he will let Vic go, but it'll cost us $1,000. I'm not going to bite. What we're going to do instead, we'll leave Vic to stew for a second. And we will head to do Lara's mission. So again, if you remember, we were trying to find out about the guards and whether Lara had permission to fight Tyler's gang, which she does. The next part of that quest, make sure we're all stocked up with... okay, we do have an ammo problem going on, so we'll pay a quick visit to Flick. Oh yeah, as you can also see, there's no kids stood around outside any of the buildings, which is great news because that means we don't have to worry about going into combat to enter buildings. Oh, fuck me sideways, look who came by, the Good Samaritan who saved the children, decided to grace us with his presence. You know, I'm a good... I think that says Samaritan guy myself. Providing for them little paisanos and all. That is until you came along. I made that fucking orphanage a reality. Yeah. Yeah, business was good till you came along. See, your little stunt's going to cost me. My business is going to suffer thanks to you. Because of this, I don't really like you too much. In fact, I fucking hate you. But I'm a businessman, so if you need to barter, get to it. If not, fuck off. Yeah, let's see what you've got in stock. So you do have some pretty decent weapons going on here. Have you still... Oh no, you don't have the... What happened to the Magnum? Oh, I think he might have even equipped that when we got into combat before. Okay, so he doesn't have that anymore, but that's fine. The cheapest available option out of those two is the shotgun. We'll go for that. It's a bit more than I'd want, but we can make up most of that with the gecko pelts. We've also got 2 of these as well, so we don't... Ooh, actually 3,000, that might be a bit too much. Vic's got the other tool... Sulik's got the other tools, so we can sell those. There's some of them as well. Yeah, we might not be able to make this happen. Worst comes to worst, we can always sell one of these. Yeah, and then we can just make the rest up with cash. So, what have we got there? So that's going to be like, what, 381? Nope. Right, so yeah, I'll take the shotgun. That'll do. We are going to need it for what's coming up. Pistol is pretty much useless now. I'm assuming we've got no rounds left in that. Oh, there's 3 shots left in it, so we'll use the rest of those. Okay. Yeah, we did find the weakness. They're having a party tonight. The shoot and leave a skeleton crew. Those should be good odds. take out those at the party after we hit the church. And my money. So yeah, she won't give us any cash until we actually go and help with the attack on the church. So it'll be 300 in total. Okay, let's do it. Night descends. Before we actually go into combat, I am going to save it in case we have a crash. Right, so they charge in. Lara takes a hit. And I hit the gate guard. So yeah, there's fewer guys actually guarding this place now that the rest of them have all gone off to that party. Let's move some of these guys out of the way. Didn't want you to go that way. Okay, fine. There you go, have another one. And we'll reload. Ouch. Yeah, in the vanilla version of this game, this fight just takes place here, and all of the guards that were there previously are here as well. Since we are playing a patched version, we do this fight, and then there's like a second part to the mission where we head to the house where the party's taking place in the residential area to the south. And we come across a bunch of them, including Tyler, all having a jolly good time until we burst in and cause some mayhem. So these guys all look very similar. It's always handy to make sure, because obviously hover over that guy, gangster, so it's part of Lara's gang. Hover over that woman, she's part of Tyler's guard crew. So try. Yeah, get round and get a shot in on her. So we've got two more, it looks like, to take down. Sulik's getting some good shots in. Nice to see. Oop. Reload the shotgun. Well, that would have done it. Never mind. Hopefully this should be at least this one guard taken care of. Yep, Sulik's down that one. And we just got this guy to go. Come on. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Right. What I don't want to happen is for her to immediately say, right, let's go, because I do need to get some healing done. But I don't think that's going to be possible. Because, as you can see, I've only got one stim pack left. So I'm not going to be able to heal up to full health anyway. And I want to save that stim pack. Yeah, she's going to ask straight away. We took care of the skeleton crew here at the church, but there's still Tyler and his cronies over in the residential area. They should be pretty drunk by now, and we can already we can easily catch them off guard. Ready to finish this. Okay, yeah, so we can heal first. Don't stray too far. We need to finish them tonight. Right. So we do need to get rid of them tonight. Let's see if our good friend Frankie in the hall has any stim packs for sale. No, I don't know anything about the liquor prices yet. Okay, so we can't trade with him. Well, we can, but he doesn't have anything useful. So it looks so. What time is it? Yeah, if we wait too long. Let's go. We'll try and stay out of the line of fire too much because we don't have a lot of hit points left. Hey, it's you. You come to Hiccup Party with us. I knew you would. Tyler stumbles over to you and grabs your shoulder. Did I ever tell you how much I despise Lara's gang? What the fuck? No fucking way. This party ain't ending. There's some fucking bitch and her cronies. Time to lock and load, guys. Okay. It's difficult to see exactly what's going on here. That's Lara. That's Tyler. He's actually severely wounded at this point. I can just about make myself out there. Let's go for an aimed shot to the head. Okay, we hit. We didn't do a lot of damage. I'm going to try and back away from the action a bit. I mean, the odds are kind of in our favour, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Tyler will probably start using some stim packs. Go for just a pop shot. There we go. Again, back away. Just keeping an eye on what's happening. Tyler will probably use some stims. Yeah, there we go. And he's attacking me now. Oh, good shot. Sulik's managed to kill Tyler, so that's a good start. I am going to use the stim because we've still got a couple of guys who can potentially make life difficult for us. One of them being over there. Don't think he's wearing... No, he's wearing leather armour or a leather jacket. And Lara took that hit for me. Thank you very much. Should be able to take this guy down with one more shot. Yeah. Alright, how many do we have left? That's one of Lara's gang. That is one of Tyler's guards there. Oh, she looks like the last one. Oh, no, there's a guy in that back room. Didn't see you, cheeky boy. That guard's dead. I'm going to charge off into that back room to deal with him. The only person I don't really want to die, obviously aside from myself and Sulik, is Lara. Don't know if you get the reward if Lara dies. Whether the rest of her crew reward you or not. But we're not going to take that risk. Missed. I could probably leave these guys to do the work for me, but I do like to get involved. Shotgun's maiden voyage. I do begrudge paying that amount of money though for a shotgun and some shells. Ooh, shooting each other. Don't want too many more of them, thanks very much. Oh, this guy's lucky. There, that's all of them. Great. So you help Lara's gang win the battle, gain 1,000 experience points, and Lara should have something to say. Yep, we did it. Can't believe it. We're heading back to the church to take charge. Meet us back there for your reward. Done. We're going to loot these guys. We'll take everything we can, considering how much we've spent on weapons for this fight. He's got a deagle. And there's another one. Is that Tyler as well? Yeah. Right. I think that's everything in that area. So you can see over here, the building's now got a sign up that did say City Orphanage, now says Mum's Orphanage. And that's where the kids now live. Ah, that guy is a drug dealer, I think. I might trade to see if he's got any stims. Oh, okay. He's the drug dealer. Show me. Any stims? Yes. 860 for 3 stims. Should be worth 800. 850. 970. 920. Yeah, go on then. We'll have some buff out as well. Was that 87? Damn. Can't tell the difference between the... What? Oh. Another 100 as well. Yeah, I can never tell the difference between the 8s and the 0s with the text on this. Right, so we've got some stims. We ran out. So it's always good to stock up on some more when you can. Better to get them for free, but when there's vendors available who sell them, might as well make the most of that. Yep, so the orphanage now is full of ratty little children. Oh, they're all outside at the moment. And this person here. Nope, just looking around. Okay. So let's head back north. We'll go speak to Lara. And we are actually going to leave the den. We'll speak to this guy finally because this is part of a kind of side questy thing later on. Welcome, salutations. I am the great Ananias, I guess. He offers you a slight bow. With a flourish, I bring mysteries from near and far, friend. Mysteries from a world beyond our own. Of the netherworld. Nice to meet you, Mr. Great Anus. Something. I know things that mere mortal men are not meant to know. I.e. Nylarth. Oh, sorry. Got a little carried away there for a sec. I have tales of a ghost. Yep, we all know about the ghost. As well as a genuine Egyptian mummy. Tell me about the mummy. I'm just dying to hear more about that. No, my friend, a mummy. Straight from the sands of ancient Egypt. I very much doubt that, but let's have a look. 25 bucks. Okay, I'll cough up the door. Simply open the sarcophagus lid and the marvellous mummy will be revealed. Okay. The door at the sarcophagus swings open to reveal a desiccated corpse that looks very much like an ordinary ghoul, standing in a poorly painted, chipped and cracked paper mache sarcophagus. Wow, that's fantastic. Thanks, bye. So yeah, that might seem like a bit of a waste of $25, but it is worth it. Check on Fred. I don't think he's got his stuff together yet. There he is. Yeah, I'm going to pay you back, I swear. It's fine, he hasn't got his stuff sorted yet. Right, so we did level up. I actually should have done that before the combat that we just initiated, but never mind. Pick another perk. Quite a few to pick from. Let's see, what do we want? What do we want? We'll get ourselves another +2 experience point. Skill points every level. Not too worried about that at the moment. Pathfinder's a good one. Reduces travel time on the world map. However, there are a couple of ones to do with the world map that are quite useful, especially for some of the more fun stuff that happens in the game. Ranger increases the chance to find special encounters. Some of them are hilarious, or at least I think so. But I think the one we will actually choose... I can't decide. I cannot decide. So many to pick from. going to go for quick pockets. Now, the reason for that, when you access your inventory by doing this in combat, using anything that way costs 2 action points. With quick pockets, you can access your inventory and do a whole variety of things for those 2 action points. So you can switch out weapons, you can use as many stims or drugs or whatever as you want, you can reload your weapons, all sorts of stuff, and it costs you the same amount of action points. So it's more useful to have that, I think. We do still need to redistribute skill points. We'll put a good amount in lockpick so we can finish this quest here. Again, we'll take care of our tags. A few more into guns. And a couple into barter, just to offset some of the prices that we're dealing with. Right. So since we've taken care of combat and everything, I feel we can save here. Just to make sure that, again, we don't knacker the lock on that door. And also because I don't want it to crash on me. 10 minutes. Let him wander off. Right. This should be fine. Yep, there we go. So we picked that lock. In we go. So as you can see, so Becky has a still. I better get this information to Frankie. So the reason that Becky's drinks can be as cheap as they are is that she has access to a still. Let's see if there's anything else that we can pilfer down here. Not too sure. No, don't think there is. Nope, that's it. But knowledge of the still is enough for us for the time being, so we can head back. Hello, don't mind me just coming out of the locked door that you were supposed to be guarding. Absolutely nothing untoward going on there at all. Right, so Frankie, got some good news and some bad news. Yep. So how does Becky do it? How does she sell a boost so cheap? She has a still. Still, damn. Hey, here's the 100 bucks and I'll pay you 500 bucks to destroy it. Use my crowbar in the back. Do a number on a stupid little still. No way, that's too much. I got the information, you handle it. Yeah, okay, I'll destroy it. You can actually, there's another option. Says that he can buy his alcohol from Becky, but I kind of like the idea of screwing with the status quo in this one. I've done some good in the town. I'd also like to do a little bit of bad as well. There's the crowbar. Don't really need to take that one since we've already got one. Ah, this guy. Don't bother me, I'm scoping for nice looking chicks. Good luck, you'll need it. Oh shucks. Never mind. There is a prostitute in this bar as well, who I think she offers herself for like $1,000, and then, you know, obviously at this point it's like, no, I can't afford that, and she says something like, oh, you'll be back. I think one of your options is no, I don't think so. Right, out of the way. Yep, and you really need to learn how to guard that door. So use the crowbar on the still. Still has been destroyed. Doing a sterling job there, sunshine. Right. Did we give Becky the book back? Why do you destroy my still? What did I ever do to you? Oh. Hey, I didn't realise he actually knows. Well, she obviously has more clue of what's going on than a guard does. I don't know what you're talking about, so you're a coward too, figures. Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, Guess we've soured the reputation that we have with her. Never mind. Hey, it's just a still. You can build another one. So is the still destroyed? Like I said, use my crowbar on it. That really fuck it up fast. Yep. So yeah, we lose 50 karma for that, but gain 700 experience. You know, she's just going to build another one. In the meantime, she'll have no booze. Why fight her, Frankie? Join her. What do you mean? Buy liquor from her. It's cheaper than new Renos, so you'll make more money too. Cool. Okay. So we lost 50 karma and gained 700 experience for knackering the still in the first place. But we were still able to convince Frankie to buy his alcohol from Becky. So we get 900 experience for that, and then gain 70 karma back. Hey, what are friends for? No, that's too much. I'll just leave. Okay. Off we go then. Slavers Guild is the one big thing we still need to do here. In fact, it might be better just to do it, buy Vic back, and then come back and take care of them. Yeah, do you know what? That's what we're going to do. So we'll go to each of the vendors in town. Barter some stuff. I thought we had 2 Desert Eagles. Oh no, we sold one, didn't we? Sell all of those bar 1. I'm assuming you've got some money. No, you don't. Okay, never mind then. We'll get rid of some of the more mediocre stuff. The booze we are keeping for a certain reason. It is part of a little side quest. Flick will have the most money considering we sold all of that stuff to him before. Yeah, well, you had some money off me before. I don't know why you're in such a bad mood. Ah, there's the Magnum. I'll take that over that. I can't really. Or can I? And still be able to afford to bust Vic out of prison. So how much do we need? Yeah, so we need 200 and... Yeah. Yeah, go on then. We'll do it. We'll try and buy the revolver as well. But we're going to need to give him pretty much everything. Including all of our 10mm pistols. Can't really give him any cash because we need it all. Selling the tragic cards. Didn't want to do that really either, but it doesn't matter that much, and we can always pick up some more jet. Right, that should be okay. Right. So that pistol, the reason that I wanted that over the 10mm is because... Oh, we do still have a 10mm. Right, we'll keep that as well. It takes 4 action points to fire that, rather than the 5 that the 10mm takes, and this does more damage as well. It's a handy little pistol to have, so we'll have it. So we've got the 1,000 that we need for Vic. We'll go and just buy him straight off. The reason for that is he gives us the location to some of the he gives us some of the map markers for Vault City. Yeah, Metzger's still quite upset with me, even though we fixed his down radio. You get me out. Okay, I will. Oi, here's your 1,000. About Vic. Holding him. Okay, here. Yeah, get his ass out of here before I change my mind and put a bullet in that stupid fucking head of his. Thank you. Right. I'm forever in your debt. Tell me where Vault 13 is. It's Vault City east of here. I trade there sometimes. Where did you get this water flask? Show him the water flask and gain 200 experience and 5 karma for some reason. Ed is the guy over at Vault City. He's a Brahmin dealer. Let's see. Want to go there with me? Sure, I'll join up with you. This old fart has one big adventure left in him. I'm sure of it. Pretty good at repairing things too, despite what misc says. Great, let's go. Okay, you can have that. And that. Give you that as well. Actually, no, I'll keep that. We need to get you some armor at some point as well. Cool. Customize his combat behavior a bit. Fine. That's fine. Range. Don't use melee because you're not very good. Distance. Yep. Definitely stay close to me. Attack whoever is closest. Yep. And that's fine as well. He's got no armor on him, but he does have my pistol. That should see him somewhere towards being able to defend himself in combat. Right. So we're leaving the den, and our next stop is going to be Vault City. So it's all the way over this side of the map. There it is. We will get into encounters going there. I don't want to encounter any slavers. Thanks. There is a little town. I don't know whether it's actually on the way. Ooh, that's bad news. Right, run, 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 run. Holy crap. Yeah, we should be able to get out of this. We are going to take some hits, but... some of these encounters early on in the game are just horrific if you don't have decent armor and weapons. So I tend to just avoid them completely until we're geared up a bit better. Ah, special encounter. Okay, this guy. This guy's Kaga. He is from your tribe, and he's more than a little annoyed that you got given the title of Chosen One. So they cast out Kaga, then deem you the Chosen One. You think being the grandchild of the Vault Dweller makes you special, and you think you're better than I, Kaga the Great. I never said I was better than you. No words can save your hide. With your death, Kaga's honour shall be restored. Kaga will now take his revenge. Oh, he would have a ranged weapon, wouldn't he? Okay. Try and weather this. Probably still smarting from the last encounter as well. I really wanted that guy dead. Yeah, it's not too bad. That is. Right, so thankfully we have the Quick Pockets perk, which means we can jump in there and use some stims and that buff out. We are addicted now, so unfortunately we're going to have to deal with that as well. Never mind. Right. I'm just going to close the distance and try and take this guy. God damn. Oh no. Okay, glad we picked up those stims because we're going to have to use both of them now. And I have a feeling this is going to be the end of us. Yeah, that's a death. Okay, so we're travelling to Vault City after reloading, and we come across this encounter. This chunky looking guy here in the large suit of armour is a very important character. Yeah, those guys were screwed. His name's Frank Horrigan, and he becomes much more important later on. See the size of him, he's absolutely huge. Those two guys with him wearing Enclave armour, which is the advanced power armour Mark II, whatever it is. Yeah, so you come across them having this encounter with some farmers, I guess, in the desert. Whatever secrets they had did indeed go with them to the grave. Nope, don't want to encounter some red scorpions fighting some robbers. Okay, so coming across this town here on the way to Vault City. I'm glad that we've managed to get here. This is the one of the guys that we met in the den, Carl, who was in that bar. He's from this town originally. This is Modoc, and it's a town that's kind of dying. There's a drought and the crops are failing and all this sort of stuff, as we'll discover when we go and speak to the general store owner, Joe, I believe he's called. Trading post is closed indefinitely due to the drought. Who says I'm here to trade? Hi, you must be new around here. Welcome to Modoc. My name is Joe. I run the trading post here at Modoc. I am on a quest to seek the Holy Gek. Do you know where I might find it? Well, you're in luck. I just happen to know where it is. I guess we do have some business to discuss after all. What do you want for this information? You hadn't noticed yet, our little farming community is experiencing one of its worst droughts ever. The rainy season is unusually short this year. Was unusually short this year, and our crops are dead or dying from lack of water. To put it bluntly, our community is on the verge of withering away with our crops. You do know I can't make it rain? Yeah, of course not. I'm going to ask it to do something impossible. Could use your help. There's a farm at the outskirts of town where no farm should be. Some years back it just appeared out of nowhere. You're saying this farm just sprung up overnight? A group of us were out hunting when we noticed the new farm. That wasn't a strange thing. And they discovered it was apparently abandoned. Many months of trying to make contact. It was decided the farm must have been abandoned soon after it was built, so instead of letting the crops in the field rot, young Carl moved in. Okay. Carl started to tell stories of seeing strange glowing figures tending the crops and feeding the animals at night. So they basically laughed at him and said that he was crazy. And then they went up to see what was going on, and they saw corpses strewn everywhere. You want me to get to the farm and find out what happened? Yeah, because they've still got crops, obviously Modoc are still interested in that, so that they can potentially save themselves from starvation. Do I get out of this? And he says he can help us find the Gek. Okay. Let's seal the deal. Cut off your right pinky finger. You've got me joking. Okay, I'll do it anyway. So he gives us the location of the farm. We'll head there in a sec. There are a couple of things we can do here. Some stuff involving the tannery, the slaughterhouse here. This building down at the bottom. And there's a cow. If you use your doctor on the cow, you heal its broken leg and gain 200 experience and 5 karma. Lovely. Bit of humanitarian work, or cowitarian, bovinitarian work. I don't know. this is Grisham, or Grissom. Welcome to my slaughterhouse. I guess picking up, I'm interested in buying provisions. So he offers to sell us jerky, ask him a bit about his business. So the droughts helped his business because people are slaughtering their cows. They can't afford to feed them. So he's obviously making a killing on jerky. Tell me about the slaughterhouse. What about the hides? Yeah, there's a guy called Balthus who's further up in town, and he deals with the tanning the hides. Right, wait, you look to be a capable traveller. I don't suppose you'd be interested in making some money. Sure. Head out to the pastures at night and kill the pack of wild dogs that are attacking my Brahmin. Okay, will do. So we're transported to an area just outside of town. I'm going to get up here because, as you can see, running down from the north, it's a huge pack of dogs. And we want to head them off at the pass before they hit the Brahmin. Well, get as many of them as we can before they hit the Brahmin. The idea is to save as many of these as possible. If one or more of them are killed, he deducts some from the reward you get for doing the quest. Obviously, if all of them are killed, I don't get anything at all. And he's just severely annoyed. We'll try and kill as many of them as we can. Right, killed all of the dogs that were attacking the Brahmin there. As you can probably make out through the tree line, we did lose one. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue if we end combat. And then head back. And go and speak to Grisham again. Should give us our reward. Minus damages. Need to be able to handle it. Let's see, now I owe you 1,000 for completing the job because one Brahmin got killed due to your carelessness. Alright, fair enough. 100 per Brahmin. $900. Yep, so he had one of his guys for us out. And check. Pleasure doing business with you. And we also leveled up, which is brilliant. So, gain a few more points in guns. Stick one in unarmed. Do some in the tags. And put a couple in outdoorsman. Couple in barter. And that'll do us for now. So these two in these rooms here, these are his kids, daughter and his son. His daughter you can actually get married to. I think you get married to his son as well. What do you do around here? Who, me? I do odd jobs here and there. Surely nothing worth talking about. She flutters her eyes at you. You're right, enough talk. Let's get it on. You know you want it. No, we're not going to go for that option. Because, yes, it can result in you getting married, which is wonderful, if a little bit forceful. The other option is her dad walks in and attacks, so we're not going to risk that, to be honest. Any good rumours? You come to the right place. This town is so boring, there's nothing to do but gossip. Blah, blah, blah. He mentioned something about Rose. Rose, the proprietor of Rose's bed and breakfast. Now, you didn't hear it from me, but have you ever wondered why her coop is so well protected? She says it's to protect her chickens from predators, but if you look closely, it looks as if she's trying to keep something in rather than out. Plus, whoever heard of chickens laying 12-pound eggs? Interesting. That'll do for the rumour side of things. I think there is there's first aid manual there that we can use. So we should pick that up and read it. And next place we'll check out is the Tannery, just up here. So inside the Tannery we've got Balthus. He runs the Tannery. You seem a bit preoccupied. Is there something wrong? I don't discuss my personal life with strangers. Pardon me, my name's Craig. Now that properly introduced, you seem troubled. I think I've heard of you. One of the guards on a passing caravan mentioned some good things about a person with that name. I know I've just met, but I could really use your help. So your karma does have an effect on the way that people react to you. Obviously, good karma with good people means they're more willing to have conversations with you. People from the wrong side of the tracks also react better to negative karma as well. Why don't you tell me what your problem is? Maybe I'll be able to help. So his son Johnny went missing. Searched everywhere but can't find him. Where does he normally play? I've seen playing cowboys and Indians with his dog Laddie out front. I think you mean cowboys and Native Americans. Two of them are inseparable, in fact. That's how we knew something was wrong. One day Laddie came back without Johnny. We've been searching ever since. Okay. This is Laddie. He runs off to the well. What's that, boy? Somebody's trapped down the well. We remove the planks. I think we need the all-important rope for this, but yeah. An old well. The walls of the well are very slick. You would need a rope to climb down safely. Thankfully, the general store has some. Yeah, I'm not here about the quest. I just need to buy some rope. Could also go for some dynamite as well. How much is that? Too rich for my blood. That's all he has. Okay. Buy that outright. Don't really want to trade anything. So we'll take the rope and descend the well. Okay, on you go. So down the well, sort of T-shaped junction-y area, and these coins on the floor. So as soon as we pick one up, you get your first pop culture. Well, maybe not the first reference, but one of the first that you come across. It's my dream, my wish, and I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back. No points for guessing which movie that's from. Okay, so we might as well take them all. Free money is free money. And then right at the end, barely visible in that rock slide, is a BB gun. A Red Ryder BB gun with the name Johnny scratched on the stock. You can just see it there. It's got 100 BBs loaded into it somehow. Not sure how that works, but okay. Sure, we've got all of these money bags. Yes, I am a scrounger. Right. There's nothing else of interest down here, to my knowledge. So we'll straight back up again. Now, we deliver the news that we found Johnny's BB gun at the bottom of the well. Some of it had fallen in. This was in the debris. I'm sorry, but I believe Johnny is dead. Is Johnny's BB gun alright? I like to think that's delivered in a Darth Vader tone, but probably not. Breaks down and starts to cry uncontrollably. So we have told him his son's dead. However, 'tis not so. And I will explain why. Please find Johnny. Yeah, as far as you guys know, he's dead. Hate to break the news. I will loot your house as well. A couple of things we can take from their house while they're distracted with their grief. Bit grim. Rocks, you can use them as throwing weapons, but they are, for all intents and purposes, useless. got a dog and a bloody cow following us now, for God's sake. Okay, that's everything that we need to do in this area of Modoc for the time being. There is another part of the town, which is up north here. I will save, just so we've got one save in this location. And this is Rose's bed and breakfast. Ah, we will actually need some dynamite. Part of a smaller quest here as well. Welcome to Rose's bed and breakfast. Aren't you the strapping young man? Thank you very much. Can Rose help you with today? I'm starved. What do you have to eat? That's what I like to hear. Growing young boy needs to keep up his strength. You can tell you haven't been eating properly. Sit right down and look at the menu. Ramen fries, wasteland omelette. Water's $1,000. No. Brahmin dogs, canis burger, shepherd's stew. So if we ask for the Brahmin fries, we have a contest to see who can eat the most. So far the record is 36. If you break the record, you don't have to pay the tab for your meal. You look like you'd be able to beat the record with no problem. Are you interested in trying? So hungry I could probably double that score. Yep. So each order consists of 10 pieces. We pay the money up front. $20. Yep. So she goes and gets us some. What do you know about the ghost farm? Oh, hang on, I don't think we did that properly. Yeah, sorry, I picked the wrong option. I don't have that much. Why don't we try for the record later? Yeah, so instead I should have chosen sure, I'll get it back when I break the record. So she takes the money and comes back with a heaping platter of Brahmin fries. They're not quite what you expected. They appear to be about the size of golf balls, covered in batter and fried in oil to a deep golden brown. Take a tentative bite of one. The fries, these are delicious. You start into the meal with zeal. Around the 34th fry, you start to feel the effects of overeating. Crowd has gathered to witness the historic event of the old record being broken. In an attempt to regain your composure, you strike up a conversation with Rose. Pop a fry into your mouth. Don't talk with your mouth full, dear. You swallow. How do you prepare these? If it's not secret or anything, I know some people back home who'd love these. Oh, it's no secret. You just dip them in batter, add some salt, fry in grease. You pop another into your mouth. How do you prepare the Brahmin meat? It has such a unique texture. You pop yet another one in your mouth. These are good. It's 37. You just broke the record. The crowd cheers. Okay, you feel like you've gotten your second wind and pop another fry into your mouth. The crowd yells 38. What makes it taste so special is that you have to harvest it while the Brahmin is still alive. You just grab the Brahmin by the scrotum and then snip 4 with one cut. You've got to be careful. The Brahmin usually gets riled up at that point. 38th Brahmin tidbit must have been going at the speed of light. It's suddenly ejected and forcefully propelled from your mouth. I can't count that last one, but you broke the record at 37. Here's your money back. Congratulations. You feel sick. So yeah, you do end up poisoned from that as well, which is weird. Nice little graphic there of him upchucking. I'm still radiated as well. Okay. That's Rose's chicken pen. As you can see, rocks piled up against the door. We've got a dog or two patrolling as well. We may come back at a later date to reveal what she's got going on in there. This is Cornelius. My name's Rose, I'm in Cornelius. I run this bed and breakfast. Can I help you? You run this place. How come it's called Rose's Bed and Breakfast? Rose is my wife. Okay. You need some serious help. You'll help me? That's great. Go beat up Farrell and get my watch back. Probably hid it good, so tear his house apart and look for it. What are you talking about? A while back, I forget when, my best friend of 30, or was it 4 years? Oh, it doesn't matter. What matters is that he stole my precious gold pocket watch. Okay, I'll bring your watch back. So that starts off a little side quest here as well. Which is a dispute between two old friends about some missing property. Farrell lives in... Bloody door's closing on me. Thank you. No. Yeah, anyway, Farrell lives in this building here. I didn't steal the watch, so stop coming over here and harassing poor old Farrell. What are you talking about? Everybody's accusing me of stealing my best friend Cornelius's gold pocket watch. They've been friends for as long as he can remember. I'll be around for a while. If I come across it, I'll let you know. Can I have some questions? What can you tell me about Modoc? A community of farmers and ranchers. Okay. So, I don't need to go searching around town because I know exactly where the watch is. However, I do need some dynamite. So we'll go back and purchase some off Joe. An expensive business, but it gets this quest cleared up, and as is quickly becoming my catchphrase, the experience counts. Oh, really itchy nose today. Right, so that's a lot of money. We should be able to cover most of it with our trade goods. Yeah. So he still needs about another 500. Oops. 476. Yeah, that's fine. It still leaves us with a fair amount of money left. Okay. I'll be back. So you might be wondering why we've just purchased some explosives. What that has to do with a watch. Well, it's not a well, it's a toilet. This toilet over here, to be precise. Again, I'm going to save it here because this does have a habit of glitching. It's been known not to do what it should do when you do what you're meant to do. This is an outhouse. And we open it up. And we jump down. Okay, so this is an there is an overwhelming smell of methane gas down here. One tiny spark would blow this hole sky high. Yeah, so it's an outhouse. I don't think I need to describe this in too much detail. You can kind of guess what this is all about. All we need to do here is set the fuse, set it for about 30 seconds, drop it, and then get out of the hole. Right, yeah, it did. So obviously it says there we were hit. What should happen is the toilet should explode. So I'm going to load the game, we'll try that again. There we go. So, yeah. Unfortunately, everybody took some damage there. But as you can see, there is a nice new hole in the ground where the toilet used to be. So if we head back down there, you can see that the rocks that were guarding, well, blocking that off, aren't blocking it off anymore. Sulik's complaining about an injury, so I'm going to use my doctor skill on him. Yeah, you can see the sign down there. It says NPC crippled. So he's either got damaged arm. Yeah, sorry, it was a crippled right leg. So I've healed his crippled right leg. Looks like Vic might be suffering with it as well. Okay. It does say NPC crippled, but can't seem to heal anything else on either of them. So down the end of this tunnel, maybe it means the dog, you can see a giant mole rat. So it runs off to attack us. Quickly dispatch this and recover from its vile clutches what we need for the quest. Oops, out of ammo. There we go, so that's down. If we head over to its little nest thing it's got going on over here, just in this corner, it's out of sight. Some other stuff here as well, some fruit and bits and bobs, and there's another thing buried away in the detritus down there, but we're not going to bother searching too much, because that's the only important thing. Cornelius's gold watch, an ancient timepiece known as a pocket watch. Time ran out for this keepsake many long years ago. So, take that back. Now we can either take it back to Cornelius, or we can take it back to Farrell and let him return it. I like to think it's a nicer gesture to return it to Farrell, so that he can be the one to reunite Cornelius with his watch. Oh yeah, since we blew up the toilet, everything's now covered in shit. So that's fun. Is this the watch you were looking for? Let me see that. Yes, this is it. He said a rat living down the sewer hole stole it, and you climbed down there to retrieve it. You. And we can be friends again. Hooray! 1,500 experience for that one. And Dabby Dozy. Right. That's pretty much everything I wanted to do in Modoc. We do now have the Ghost Farm to contend with. Now, there is an advantage to having faster transport on the map before you deal with the Ghost Farm situation, because there's two outcomes to it. There's no problem with us heading to the Ghost Farm now. We can do that. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, grisly scene that awaits us. See all of these bodies impaled on spikes. So we'll look at one of them first. Something doesn't look right. Walk up to it closer and take another look. These bodies appear to be fake. Nothing but dummies covered in Brahmin innards. So these aren't real bodies. Why are there fake bodies staked up outside a farm that appears to be abandoned? Well, that's a question. I do need a couple more hit points to deal with what comes next. Not too many. I don't think I'm at any risk of dying. But, yeah. Should be fine. So in this room, we've got a few chests there. A weird thing on the floor. What's that all about? Check these. Nope. Nope. And nope. Now if you've never been here before, that would instantly be a huge big kind of, oh, let's go and find out what's in those. Normally you'd run straight across the middle of that, and this would happen. Ow. Holy shit. Oh, now that's got hurt. Oh, right. Sulik's still got crippled limbs. Okay, well, that's fine. So I'm lying on the floor, having fallen through the roof. To speak to one of the... Okay, Sulik, for God's sake, stop whinging. So we've healed his crippled left leg. Any more crippled limbs, Sulik? Right, you've got a broken bone, have you? Yeah, looks like you're healthy, but still reporting crippled limb. Anyway, that doesn't matter for the moment. Speak to the guard. We've been instructed to take all surfaces to Agir. You will not be harmed, please come with us. I'd like to ask some questions. The gate will answer all of your questions. Please come with us. Okay, I'll go peacefully for now. So we've fallen into an underground lair, I guess you'd call it. It's more of a community. They're not particularly hostile. But anyway. A visitor, how convenient. I've been contemplating on a way to make contact with the surfaces, but now I don't have to worry about that. Thanks to your timely arrival. Welcome to the home of the slags. What do you want? A simple request. We need to make contact with the town to the southwest. I believe it's called Modoc. Would you do us this favour? I have many questions to ask before I can possibly take the mission. Fair enough. Why don't you send one of your own people? Since the sealing, we as a people have changed. Few can bear to be on the surface because they are not used to having the black sea of nothingness above them. The sensation of falling upward is so great for them that they lie frozen, clutching to the ground. Clutching the ground. That's not the main reason. All of us cannot stand the bright light of that which you call the sun. So yeah, they've been living underground for so long that they've just become acclimatized to it, and they can't stand being above ground. Can I ask more questions? Why the big ghost charade on the surface? Years ago, someone tried to take over our farm, harvesting crops and stealing animals they had no right to, so that was Carl. We're not a violent people by nature, but something had to be done. But they do want to make contact now, but they were a bit more isolationist before. Tell me about your people. We were once like the surfaces. We too dwelled above ground until the world above caught fire. Our ancestors, who were part of a secret militia, sealed themselves and their families down here for protection. What's the purpose of your message? Yeah, so they want to trade food, basically. They've got an excess. They need medical supplies. Makes sense. You can ask about the defences. Enough, no more questions. Okay. I will carry a message to Modoc. Please return it to Modoc and give it to the person in charge. That would be Joe. Also, down here, and this is another quest that couldn't be finished off in the vanilla version of the game because of the lack of children. They took the children out of the game, so this was unfinishable. But in this area here, we have some kids. And one of the kids is him. Nope, not you. Is it you? Yeah. Hello, I haven't seen you around here before. What's your name? This is Johnny. You'll probably remember the name of Balthus's missing kid is Johnny. My name's Craig. Your mother and father have sent me to find you. Swell. So he wants to know what his dad's name is, just so he knows he can trust you. It's Balthus. That's right, yippee, I'm going home. Okay. So we've actually found out that Johnny somehow ended up living with the slags. I mean, there's no doubt he was down the well at some point. His BB gun was down there, somehow made his way here. If we speak to Vigier now. Oh, yeah. We can't speak to him further about it until we've actually gone and delivered the message. Excuse me. So, exiting through this opens up a little trapdoor in the cornfields. Which is the way that you should return. You can see that a couple of people have come to the surface now. Tending the fields. These are the glowing things that Carl was talking about. We're not going to do any more with Modoc at the moment because when you return to Joe to explain the situation and give him the message, you're given two options. You can either attack the farm, or you can give the message and they enter in trade. The only problem is if you leave it long enough, they will attack the farm anyway. So I'm going to leave it for the time being, just sort of put it on the back burner for now. I'm going to head to Vault City. because there's something I want to do there before we do anything else in the game. It will make this so much easier. And we also get to see Vault City, which is cool. And deal with the situation Vic's got going on in his life for some reason. Right. So this is Vault City. Well, this isn't Vault City, this is the courtyard. So we'll head in. And go to the greeting office. Speak to this guy. Welcome to Vault City. Is this fenced in area? All there is in the city. Looks at the pamphlet in his hand. You weren't supposed to ask that. There's no answer for that in here. Do you know anything? Reading from the pamphlet. If the Outworlder, that must be you, insults you, that must be me. Then refer them to the Chief Greeting Officer. Right, I'll go and speak to that person. I'm looking for the vault. Only citizens are allowed to access the vault. I need to get into the vault. So she directs us to a guy called Wallace, who's the customs official. We will speak to him, but we'll also speak to this kid. I lost my friend while playing in the courtyard. His name is Mr. Nixon. This is kind of ridiculous, this part. You find a Mr. Nixon doll. You see a small doll with a big red nose. For some reason, you don't trust this seemingly innocent child's toy. It's obviously supposed to be a little doll of President Nixon. This kid does actually... There's a little bit of text that floats up above his head that indicates there's something under this inconspicuous pile of rocks. I don't know whether you can find it. It's just a pile of rocks. Yeah, you kind of have to wait for the kid to mention it. But there's a wrench under there, which I kind of need. I'm going to drop the doll for now, because if we talk to him next, he will ask about the doll. Yeah, I know. Oh, no, actually, no, he does. When you give him doll back. I lost Mr. Nixon, I don't know where I left him. There's him, he was looking around for you too. Or you can say, I have Mr. Nixon right here. You know what? I think Mr. Nixon should be punished for going off on his own. Some ritual dismemberment may be in order. So first I'm going to pull off his arms, and then we're not going to do that because it pulls the doll apart and the kid gets upset. So we get 100 experience for that, and 3 karma. Right. Come on, kid. I need you to talk about the rocks. I think we can happily wander off while he's doing that. This is Cassidy's bar, and that's Cassidy. He's another NPC that we can pick up. I think, given the fact that we've got 6 charisma, basically half of your charisma skill is how many companions you can have following you, I think. Yeah, there we go. You want to go dig up Daddy's wrench? It's over there. Right. Now that he's said that, that's fine.
Well now, ain't seen you around before, stranger. Name's Cassidy. I run this place. What can I do for you?
This wasn't included in the vanilla version either. Cassidy was just a straight up text NPC. Somebody obviously animated a face for him. Gave him some voice acting. Very nice. Looking for the vault.
Vault? Only vault I know of is the one inside the city. Big friggin' hole. You can't miss it, trust me.
Okay, anything interesting?
Interesting. Friend, Vault City ain't an interesting place. Unless the guards get bored, then you better take cover. Why you asking? You looking for something in this sinkhole?
Can't be that bad here.
Oh, really? Well, hell then I must be mistaken considering you're the authority and all. Guess you must have been napping during the raid last week.
A raid?
Oh, yeah. A beautiful sight it was. A guard patrol broke in here looking for illegal substances. They busted down the door, busted up my stock, and then busted up a few of my customers too.
And what happened after that?
After they hauled away this one guy, Joshua, for resisting arrest, they fined my ass for finding, get this, real whiskey on the premises. Never mind that I got a permit from Stark 3 months before. Bastards. Oh, it gets better. Now I'm in debt to the guards for the fine, and I had to buy a new case of alcohol from a merchant at triple my standard rate. I'm expecting the guards to come knocking again soon just to bust my chops.
What's it like most of the time?
Even the good days ain't worth the damn. The citizens don't drink much, so I'm stuck here pouring drinks for merchants. The next cheap son of a bitch that haggles for a drink is gonna be wearing his ass as a hat.
Nice. Why are you here if you hate it so much?
I have a bad heart. Need cardio booster shots to keep it beating. This city's the only place to get real medical care, so I thought I'd settle here, try and make a living.
Yeah, so I mentioned before, Cassidy's got a problem with his heart. You can take him with you, and he does follow you as an NPC, but you've got to be careful with him because, as I say, you can't give him chems. He has a heart attack and dies on the spot.
Makes me want to close up shop and let this city rot. Screw 'em all.
Why don't you leave?
Go into the waste by myself? I'm sick of this place, but I ain't stupid.
I'm heading out that way again. Why don't you come along?
You serious?
Yeah, why the hell not? You look like you know how to take care of yourself in a fight.
Alright, count me in.
Cool. Right, so that's
What's
3.
up? You got that? I need to tell you something you might not like look again.
No, that's it. Don't need anything else. Just making sure you're wearing your armour. And he has a sawed-off shotgun as well, which is nice. Okay. So we've successfully recruited Cassidy as a follower. So now we've got Vic, Sulik, and Cassidy. I think. Oh, yeah. Knocking around. Right. Now that he's mentioned the thing, there we go. Found a wrench buried under the rocks. That is also important for something further into the city. But we're going to leave it there for now. Next time we will do a bit more exploring around Vault City, and then we will do the thing that makes it easier to get around the map, i.e. parts for our car. Should be fun. Yeah, so we'll do that next episode. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.